I would have made this video around Friday since I like to do spoiler reviews a week later after the movie is out. But with Lightyear coming out this Friday, yeah, it's time that we talk spoilers. And I think I've already explained this in one of my reviews for the Jurassic Park movies. But we're about to do another spoiler review on the channel. So, yeah, with Dominion now out in theaters, it's time to talk some spoilers. And also another thing, I may or may not make a video of me possibly exploring around the world using a dino tracker, because apparently there's a website that I've discovered recently from a YouTube video, and that is a dino tracker, which would be part of the promotion of Jurassic World Dominion, with dinosaurs being on the mainland, which sorry, that's a cough there. If you see my spoiler-free review, I said one of the disappointments that I had with Dominion was that they didn't do jack crap about the dinosaurs being on the mainland. That just, yeah. So yeah, I may possibly make a video about that. I don't know how I'll get the footage. I'll have the screen recorder, get my webcam or something. I don't know. We shall see what happens. Heck, I might as well put a poll in the community page, and most of you guys are probably going to want me to do it, so I might end up doing it either way. But anyway, so yeah, it's time to talk some spoilers, and right off the bat, we've got a confirmation from the director, Colin Trevorrow, about something, like, just basically, if you've seen my latest Camp Cretaceous video, but also my review for Jurassic World Dominion, I said something about the connection between Dominion and Season 4 and 5. Well, guess what? Basically, we will get all answers in Season 5 with Dominion, and that pretty much confirms that Season 4 and 5 are connected to Dominion. So we're pretty much correct about that. That's what we've been speculating. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a spoiler review. If you've not seen Jurassic World Dominion, I suggest dipping out of this video, go watch it, either D-Bucks or IMAX would recommend it, and then come back to this video. But if you don't care about spoilers, I guess stick around. Anyway, spoilers, 3, 2, 1. The one thing that bugged me the most, and I said something about it in my Camp Cretaceous video, and this is why I did that. I'm sorry. There was just one thing that bugged me the most, and I did say something about it, and that would be that can that contained all 15 dino DNA species, all 15 species of dino DNA. I was shocked just to see that in the movie. I mean, I know it was for an Easter egg, but like, just, oh my god, I basically got my answer that I wanted, because there's one thing I was annoyed with Jurassic Park, and that was what happens to that can. I know he's a new Brontosaurus, but I know for a fact that thing ain't gone with it, so someone must have taken it out of the island before the island erupted. Someone did. And it now happens all over again, where the bad guy dies and the can is just allowed to collect dust, I guess. I was annoyed with that, because I'm like, that can has a big part in this whole Jurassic Park / world lore. And just, now we shall see how the can gets into the mainland, because it was shown in the teaser for Camp Cretaceous Season 5. But, like, just speaking about that death, yeah, I was just waiting for the bad guy just to get eaten, and I could say I'm a bit disappointed in get eaten by the Gigantosaurus, which I think that's how it's pronounced, but I'm a bit annoyed that the Gigantosaurus not only having to have the chance to eat anyone, but with I will talk about my thoughts with the Gigantosaurus, but like, at least the bad guy was eaten by a dinosaur, and that would be the Dilophosaurus, which I should got that correct. I think I should have got that correctly. And the last time we saw that, well, then we saw a hologram of that in Jurassic World, but like the last time we saw that was in Jurassic Park for the movies. But the last time we saw the Dilophosaurus was in Camp Cretaceous Season 4. But still, just. And I find out that that's supposed to be the same guy. I'm not saying like the same actor, but like the same guy that gave the whipped cream can to one of the bad guys in Jurassic Park, and I'm like shocked about that. And yeah, okay, interesting there. But still, just I was just waiting for this guy to die, because, like I said, I just did not like this villain at all. He's basically just one of the stupidest human villains I've seen, and he was a lot worse than the last one we got, and I would have preferred the one from the first one, but like, just, and there's a funny scene in there where he's just like, you think you're like, I forgot what he said exactly, but like, he says something to them, but before he can finish the sentence, the Dilophosaurus are like, shut the F up. We don't give an F. Just basically, they just didn't give a they didn't give a crap about what he was going to say, and they just finished him off by just spitting venom, poisonous venom at his face, and I guess he got paralyzed. I thought that stuff would kill you, but no, I guess it just paralyzes you. I don't know what it does to you exactly. And yeah, he then got eaten, which yeah, that's interesting there. How did the Dilophosaurus get inside the thing? Oh, right, they shut off the power, and that's how. Just still doesn't matter. I'm just glad the dude was eaten because I was just waiting for him just to get eaten, and I also because like as they showed the dude the first time on screen, I'm like, okay, I'm already getting vibes of the bad guy from from the Chance Cloud and Meatballs 2, and I'm calling it. This dude is bad, and I told D, and I freaking called it, which. Yeah, I guess that was predictable, but like that doesn't mean this movie is predictable or anything. But now with the Gigantosaurus, which would be the big bad dino for this movie. Now, I had been wondering what would be the big bad dino, since the big bad dino for Jurassic World was the Indominus Rex, dinosaur I was incredibly obsessed with. And another one I was obsessed with, which would be the big bad dino for Fallen Kingdom, and that would be the Indoraptor. And I was curious to know what would be this one, and I figured it would also be a hybrid, an Indo hybrid, since we had a T-Rex, an Indominus Rex for Jurassic World, and an Indoraptor. Basically, since we had a hybrid T-Rex in the first one and a hybrid Raptor in the second one, I figured we'd have a hybrid Spinosaurus. Because technically, like the first, because in the Jurassic Park movies, I guess you could say the bad. I've said this in my Jurassic Park review that like the main star villain, I would consider the Raptors for the Jurassic Park trilogy, but. You could say that the T-Rex was kind of a villain in the first one and a little bit of the second one, but I would consider the Raptors and be the villain in the second one, and then of course Spino was the big bad dino for the third one. Which, speaking about Spinosaurus, we need to see Spino on the big screen. Okay, that's one thing I guess I was disappointed with. Not that that was one of my expectations. It was one of my expectations, but not for recently. It was for. That was one of my expectations for Jurassic World 3 back between of 2018 and 19. Don't know about 2020. It was probably around that time as well, but I then forgot about it. But like, we need to see the Spinosaurus again. And like I said, I call cap that this is gonna be the last Jurassic Park or World movie that they'll make for the franchise, because they're. And like I said, I don't want to say they're going to be milking it the same way that Sony's milking the Spider-Man movies. By milking it, I mean like in a good way. Just basically just make more movies, since I guess it's doing well at the box office. Which yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, not that I had any doubt, but either way, I'm glad it's doing well at the box office. But just the reason why I think they're just going to make more is because box office money. It just. Money. But still, I'm a bit annoyed and upset we didn't see a Spinosaurus cameo or anything. But like, just actually, we should probably know what will happen to Spino and season 5 Cretaceous. I guess either he's just gonna chill on that island, or we'll never see him again in live action form in modernized CGI, like I said about the modern CGI for the first 2 Jurassic World movies. But like, just. Like, I think we can all agree with that. We would like to see the Spinosaurus again on the big screen. Like, honestly, I mean, I didn't expect we see the Spinosaurus again, but we did, but in animation form. And now I would like to see him back in modern CGI with how they have it with the dinosaurs for the first 2 Jurassic World movies. But still, now back to my point. I figured we'd have a hybrid Spinosaurus. And I didn't know what would it be called, because Indospinosaurus, I don't know if that would work, or Indospino. I just basically have a cool name like the Indominus Rex, which, yeah, I don't know what Indominus means. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. What Indominus meaning? Yeah, what does it mean? Indomitable, fierce, untamable king. Okay, that's actually a bad. Okay, now the Indominus Rex sounded like a cool name, maybe a little bit badass, but now just reading that, yeah, now that is now it is a full badass name. I thought it was a cool name. I dug the name, but just yeah, and then Indoraptor, yeah, basically because like the Indoraptor is part Indominus Rex, but also Raptor, and just still though, I don't know what would have the hybrid Spinosaurus be called? Because the Indominus Rex was white, and then the Indoraptor would be black, and then for the hybrid Spino, I figured it would be gray, which we currently have a gray hybrid, and that would be the Scorpius Rex. But still, and sadly, Colin Trevorrow confirmed there's not going to be any more hybrids in the movie. Which I think we got a little bit of hybrids in Dominion, because there were some weird looking dinosaurs in here, and I'm like, what the hell is that thing? But I think what he meant by that is that there isn't going to be any more big bad hybrid dinosaurs, which kind of brought me down and made me upset. And I'm like, damn, that's a damn shame. Well, I guess who's going to be the villain for this one? Spino, since he was the villain for the third Jurassic Park movie. And we did get, now, in those days when we were getting, I guess, leaks or first looks and announcements and just updates for Jurassic World Dominion, I feared that the villains for this movie would be those weird-looking raptors, which, are they even raptors? Also, where do those things even come from? There's something I found out about from watching 3C Films' trailer breakdowns, but, those can't be those don't look right. The raptors for this movie, which would be just, I don't know. Those raptors just don't look right to me. But I think they're real dinosaurs. I don't know, but they just didn't look right to me. But I guess there's different types of velociraptors. But I figured they would be the bad guys, as we speculated. But then it was revealed that the big bad dino would be the Gigantosaurus. And I'll say right off the bat, I dig the design, and it's funny how the Lego form of it looks. Mainly the head looks a bit similar with the Indominus Rex head form, but still, I dig the look. I dig the dinosaur. What's upsetting about it is that like I said about the Indoraptor having some screen time, basically not being in the movie for the entirety, since the Indominus Rex was in the movie from start to finish. The Indoraptor was in 30 minutes of, basically was in the third act and not in the entire movie, and that's what happens here. But just he's basically the Gigantosaurus is barely in the movie, and that's a bit upsetting. I did enjoy seeing it. It's just sadly, I think we can all agree that this will sadly be our least favorite big bad dino in the franchise, and I might as well just rank the big bad dinos for my Jurassic Park ranking, because I might as well have two categories in there. Since I mean, it could have just been one category, ranking all movies, but I might as well just rank all the big bad dinos, because why not? But still, I hate to say, I think we may all agree that that our least big bad dino, basically on the bottom of the list, you're gonna be you're pretty much gonna be ranking all big bad dinos from worst to best, and sadly the Gigantosaurus is gonna be straight on the bottom because he barely got any screen time. They showed him a little bit, and then a little bit again, and then he's just there for the final act, and then he's just still. I mean, I enjoyed seeing it on screen. I just am disappointed it didn't had I do think it should have had more screen time. I mean, I was fine with the screen time with the Indoraptor. Yeah, maybe the Indoraptor could have had more screen time, but but it still worked for me. But for the Gigantosaurus, I'm a bit mixed on. It's upsetting to know that he's pretty much sadly going to be at the bottom of the list for me. But it's upsetting. But I still like the dinosaur. I do hope we get to see it again, because maybe they could. Basically give it the Andrew Garfield treatment somehow. How? Well, for example, maybe he could appear in Season 5 Camp Cretaceous. Like I said, I highly doubt it. There's no chance we could see him. But, like I said, they're going to be making more movies in the near future, so they might as well make, some sort of a Actually, when I think about it, okay, I may save my extra thoughts for this, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit. They could continue Camp Cretaceous somehow, but with a different title. But basically, how the kids are going to just how are the kids going to experience their world with dinosaurs? And when I think about it, Bumpy could most likely Like I said, Bumpy could most likely be in season 5, but she could most likely also be in the mainland somewhere, because there's a video going around that I was watching earlier today, and I'm hoping I was not clickbait, but well, I don't know. I still would like to know if Bumpy survived or not. If not, like I said, I'm never watching Camp Cretaceous again, but also Fallen Kingdom. Never again, because I'm going to be upset about it for the rest of my life. And I will not get over it. But still, and another thing, the Protolog. When it was announced that we'd be getting the first 5 minutes before watching F9 back from last June, I figured we were like, I figured it was obvious we were watching like, oh snap, this is going to be the opening scene for Dominion, and I badly wanted to see it in IMAX, and sadly we were not able to get IMAX tickets, but they then eventually released it online, which surprised there. Thought it'd be a one-time thing and they would just show it in the movie. And yeah, I'm a bit upset about that. That was one of my negatives for the movie. They didn't add that prologue into Dominion, which could have been perfect, with setting up the final battle between the T-Rex and the Gigantosaurus. And by the way, my thoughts on the final battle, which I'm going to try to get to later, I did dug the final battle. Especially with how the Gigantosaurus died. But still, it could have been perfect just setting that up, because they basically, I guess they had some rivalry back in back 65 million years ago. Still, it's just upsetting they didn't include that, and just basically this could have worked out. They should have added the prologue, and then after title card, they would have showed what we instead got for the opening scene of Dominion, and then still, it's just disappointing they didn't include that, which, honestly, I don't know why they didn't include that. That just doesn't make any sense, but, so now my thoughts on Final Battle. Yeah, like I said, the third act, basically around, the final battle, just basically everything about the final battle is just probably one of my favorite parts about this movie. I enjoyed the movie. I honestly loved it. Sadly, I don't think it'll be for everyone, hate to admit, but like I said in my review, if you get bored or end up close to being disappointed with it, I think the third act will save the movie for you. But I was enjoying it throughout the entire thing. You've seen my review. I gave it a 10 out of 10, and I'm having trouble trying to where I'm putting in my ranking. It's obviously not going to be in the bottom. I've already said that it sadly won't be in my number 1. I was hoping to be there, but I'm just having trouble trying to place it somewhere in the ranking. But you shall see. But it's pretty much going to be shifting over and over again. Hate to admit, but yeah. Now my thoughts on the final battle. So I'm gonna say is right off the bat, I think the last 2 Lego sets for the Jurassic World movies, which would be the Indoraptor set, but also the Gigantosaurus sets, I think those sets pretty much have spoiled the big death scenes for the big bad dinos, because for the Lego set, actually, hold on, I'm gonna try to pull it out for a sec. Just hold up. I'm gonna try. All right, so there's this. So this piece is shown in the set, but it's also in the movie. Which this should just tease you that this basically should just spoil to you that this is how the Indoraptor is gonna die, because there's this cool piece thing with the roof where you switch it, and as the Indoraptor is standing on top of there, it falls down, and then it should be falling down around there. That basically just spoils the movie for you. That Lego set basically spoiled the death scene of the Indoraptor, which right here, I'm obsessed with this thing. I need to get the Indominus Rex, but also the Gigantosaurus set, which I'm going to try to get next month. But still, though, this is just basically this Lego set spoiled the death scene of the Indoraptor. But what came to my surprise as I was watching the movie in IMAX, definitely recommend it, or D-Bucks, was okay. I don't know the name of the dinosaur. It's a cool dinosaur. It would be one of those scary dinosaurs in this movie that I mentioned, but this dinosaur has really long claws and is probably one of the most scariest dinosaurs I'd ever seen on screen, because it looked like it was blind, which I guess it was blind in the movie, but it could hear. It may be blind, but it could still kill you just by hearing your footsteps or something. Just because there's a scene where it hears the deer just minding its own business, and then he's just like, just kills the thing. Like, just, that thing is probably the most scariest dinosaur I had to witness from this movie, but when that dinosaur just came out of nowhere around, like, the final battle, it then hit me, and I remembered, wait a damn minute, that dinosaur was in the Gigantosaurus Lego set, which would mean, oh my god, I know how it's gonna die, which, yeah, I predicted how it would die. I figured, I didn't predict how exactly it would die. I know that the cause of the Gigantosaurus' death would have to do with that dinosaur that has really long claws. But, like, the way it dies, I thought was cool, where the T-Rex just rams through and grabs the dino's neck with its jaw, and then, as the thing just can't see, it then ends up stabbing the thing. Not on purpose, but, like, just basically, say there's, like, this is a wall here, and there's a pointy thing, and then, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, just, basically, okay, let me just rephrase that. There's spikes in the bottom. This is my hand here. This is a cliff, and then the bad guy falls down and gets impaled. That's how, this is an example I'm explaining here. The bad guy gets impaled by spikes on the bottom. Basically, for example, that one scene in Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge where he ends up killing Sub-Zero. Basically, the way how Sub-Zero, the real Sub-Zero, died in that movie, that's basically what happens in here, because it gets impaled by the dinosaur that's got long claws, not only in the stomach, but in the neck, which was dope. Like, just, oh man, it died so quick. I didn't think, I was a bit 50-50 if it was going to die. I didn't know if it was going to die because I figured they'd be killing off these hybrids, like the Indominus Rex or Indoraptor, because, you know, they're dangerous creatures, extremely dangerous, especially Big Brain. Like, just, they cannot exist because they are a threat to not only dinosaurs, but also everything else, especially for the Scorpius Rex. Like, the campers had to kill the Scorpius Rex because not only it was threatening them, but it was threatening all the dinosaurs. Because if you not remember season 3, which was pretty much one of the darkest seasons, but which I think was one of the best seasons of the entire series, that thing was slaughtering almost every dinosaur in its path. But just still, though, the way it died was cool. But, like, just they gotta be careful with their, because, like, I'm a bit annoyed sometimes when they don't have accurate Lego sets. But I am glad they had some accurate Lego sets for mainly, I guess, this Dominion Lego series or something, but, like, just, they gotta be careful giving away spoilers, because they, like, basically the Lego set gave away the death scene, the Gigantosaurus. I don't know if any of us had probably figured it out when we got our first look with the Lego sets, which just, like, oh my god, they gotta be careful with their, they gotta be careful with their Lego sets, because they could sometimes give away spoilers. But just, yeah, the final battle was still dope, though. I mean, it looked like the T-Rex was donezo, but, no. No way you're killing off the T-Rex. Especially the original one from Jurassic Park. That which I guess is why I guess the best. I mean, I know I said the Indominus Rex is the best dino villain in my opinion, but for 3C films, I can see why he would put the T-Rex in his #1 list. If you haven't seen his ranking video for all Jurassic Park movies, but also opening scenes, but Big Bad Dinos, because because the T-Rex is basically the king of the jungle somehow. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, she took down the raptors, but also the Indominus Rex, even though the Mosasaurus mainly took it down. But still, though, basically, the T-Rex will always just rule them all or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but you should probably get what I'm trying to say. And here's something I forgot to mention in my review, and it has to do with the title of the movie. Another thing I kind of liked about this movie was the title. I mean, I was confused. I was surprised we got the official title, which was revealed to be titled Dominion. Most of us didn't want it to be called Extinct. None of us didn't want it to be titled Jurassic World Extinction, because if it was titled that, we would all be pissed off. We would know, oh, so that would mean that these dinosaurs are all gonna die, and we're never gonna love this movie at all. Yeah, well, technically, some people aren't loving it. Well, either way, I don't know, but, like, just, still, Dominion was an interesting title, and I'm actually going to look up the definition for it because there's something I remember. It has to do with control. And here's I'm going to read the definition here. So, dominion is man's attempt to establish dominion over nature. So, superiority of control, I definitely did not pronounce that correctly. The territory of a sovereign or government. I did not pronounce that correctly. What's the real meaning? No. What's the real meaning of dominion? Power, authority, justification. No, I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to read, by the way, but control, command, sway, dominion mean the right way to govern or rule or dominant. Power implies position of ability to wield force, authority, or influence, which, yeah, basically dominion means control. And that's what, there's some scenes here, there's some moments in this movie where...
Yes, in fact, there's a lot of scenes, in fact, with that movie that involves... Wait, are you talking about spoilers?
Yeah, I'm talking about... You want to join in? You want to explain it to them?
I'll explain one part, but I gotta go out.
Yeah, you guys should
so, there's this one part where... Don't know her name, but she had these...
Actually, I was surprised there was a Lego piece of her, but still. We don't know her name, and we probably don't care. 4
different types of raptors. And then
oh, yeah, the raptor scene.
When they had...
I need to be on the camera.
She had...
Okay, so...
she points a laser to
someone. There's basically like a remote thing where if you point it, like... I'm going to use this, for example. So, I'm going to use this, and then this is a laser thing. It's kind of like a laser thing.
She points out
it's like a button,
and the raptor goes to the person that she lasered to.
So, for example, this is the thing she uses. It's a laser thing, but also a button to like beep it. Like, say I'm pointing it at the basically I have the raptors in control. I'm pointing it at someone that I want them to attack. I press the button and it makes an alarm, and then they go after and then they just eat you up. Yeah. But still, there were some moments where the dinosaurs were being controlled. And it's not only just the raptors, it's actually almost all the dinosaurs. Because you remember in Biosec, they called in all dinos to get in the thing, and well, thanks for appearing in the spoiler review, but still, that's something I liked about it. Actually, okay, that may sound wrong to say that I enjoyed seeing dinosaurs being controlled. No, I don't like seeing dinosaurs being controlled. That's as worse as weaponizing them or selling them. Actually, that's technically similar with just... Oh my god! I'm now just realizing this. Oh my god! I see the connection! Oh my god! Okay. I just realized something. Okay, let me pause on the spoilers for Dominion. I just realized something. Oh my god, no! Oh my god! It makes so much sense now! Okay. Now, if you remember, if you guys remember, I said that I had trouble trying to see how Season 4 connected with Dominion. And I didn't say that, now I don't see the connection. What I meant is just that, okay, I don't see how it connects. How does this all connect? Which I guess is technically the same thing. But I figured we began the answers in Season 5 with some parts in Dominion. And like, okay, so I guess that confirms that Season 4 is connected to Dominion. But no! I now see the connection. I've now realized it. I've now puzzled it all together because this is called Dominion, right? Which means control. These dinosaurs are sort of controlled. Mainly the Velociraptors, but like around when the whole forest is kind of on fire thanks to the bugs, which I'm going to talk about if I will, I guess. One of the people at Biosyn calls in all dinos. Basically, okay, dinos. The island, dinos. The whole place is on fire. Head back to HQ. We don't want you all to die of extinction. I guess. Which I was wondering how that. I was wondering how, in the trails, I was wondering how everything was on fire somehow, and I'm just like, how did everything get on fire again? What happened? But I obviously know what happened, and I guess it makes it cool for the final battle. But still, though, basically, there's chips in the dinosaurs, which made them all come to Biosyn to get away from the fire spread and everything. But here's the big part: they have chips, basically somewhere in their necks or something. Basically, they have chips, which is the reason why they're being controlled. That was in season 4 of Cretaceous, because if you remember correctly, Cash had these weird looking devices, and he ejected them in some of the dinosaurs. That's the connection. That's the connection. Oh my god, how have I not seen this before? I should have realized this from this. Oh my god, oh my god, I now see the connection with season 4. Now we shall get the answers with season 5, which straight up confirms that season 5 and 4 are connected to Dominion, but like because Colin Trevorrow said that season 4 connects to Dominion, and once you see Dominion, it'll make sense. I watched that movie like 3 days ago. I now see the connection. It all makes sense with controlling, because Cash was controlling the dinosaurs, well, some of the dinosaurs, and of course, if you see my reactions, I was not liking that. So let me be clear on something. I am not liking I just don't like to see dinosaurs being controlled. They should be free. Just man shouldn't be interfering with nature. Let nature take its course. But men don't give a crap. But still, the reason why I kind of liked seeing the dinosaurs being controlled here, because basically, I don't know if there's a movie where they use a title, but it made no sense. Now, Fallen Kingdom, I think Fallen Kingdom would mean that Isla Nublar had fallen, but just basically what I'm trying to say is that I think there are movies where they use their titles for nothing. Like, I guess The Rise of Skywalker, for example. Not that I think they wasted that title because it made no sense. Let me just try to explain my point. The reason why it worked for me because the title made sense in the movie. Because, like, why would it be titled Dominion? Because there are some dinosaurs being controlled here, and actually, it's about control, because with the bugs in the movie, which I guess I'll talk about, there's a subplot going on about the bugs. They're kind of screwing up the food chain of not only with animals, but I guess with us humans. And if they continue doing whatever they were doing, it's gonna mess everything up. Basically, I guess Biosyn wanted to not only have control of dinosaurs, but basically control of everything, which I guess is a stupid villain plot from the stupid human bad guy of this movie. But like, just basically it works for the reason. Okay, I'm having trouble explaining this, but the reason why I liked seeing what I was seeing in this movie was because it made the title make sense into the movie. Like, it worked for me because of the title. Basically, the reason why I liked it is because of the title. Now, again, I do not want to see more controlled dinosaurs. Now, with Biosyn, I guess, somehow taken down. Actually, no, it's pretty much taken down. Dinosaurs are now free to roam, to continue to roam on the mainland. And just, it's funny. Actually, I've had this weird thought. I think about the dinosaurs being on the mainland. It feels like they were, like, from another planet when they're technically on the same planet, just from another island. I don't know. I have this weird thought sometimes, but still, though. Basically, the reason I thought it worked for me, just seeing these dinosaurs being controlled, is because of the title of the movie, because it means control. But still, oh my god, I cannot believe I had. It just hit me. Now, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to rewatching season 4, because I'm gonna try pay close attention to details and just, yeah. But anyway, so now with what thoughts could I talk about? Because I only have a few minutes on this thing. I might as well talk about the ending. Now, I don't want to say that okay, so let me be clear on something. Actually, no. Hold up. I don't know how to say it. So just, the ending of the movie honestly surprised me. Like, just, I didn't know how this was going to end now. I will mention a couple of things. I will mention this. I technically was spoiled for this movie, but not entirely, I will say. I'll say 25% because of 2 things. 3. Because 1, if you see my video, I made an update warning you guys to stay off the internet, because somehow, thanks to early screenings, spoilers have been leaked online, because I was watching a scene, and they would have to do with Owen getting chased by those raptors, and I figured, okay, this must be a scene from a TV spot. But then I realized, wait a damn minute, this is recorded in the theater! And I'm like, oh my god, I just spoiled myself. Well, technically, That isn't a big spoiler, so I guess I'm still good from spoilers. And after the video ended, there was a thumbnail that said something about T-Rex versus Gigantosaurus, and I'm like, oh, nope, do not need to see that. And recently, after watching Dominion, I wanted to watch some clips, mainly because of the final battle, because I enjoyed that. I saw the thumbnail, and it hit me, and I'm like, oh my god. That's the exact same thumbnail I saw. Basically, I kind of spoiled myself without even realizing it. Technically similar with how I spoiled myself about the one plot twist from Stranger Things 4, because I looked up Rotten Tomatoes, I looked up the cast. There was this one actor I was familiar with that was named One. I'm like, okay, One is in the series, which I guess makes sense because we're going to be going to flashbacks with 11's past. But I then eventually forgot about it and then was shocked. And then later, I then remember, oh my god, I was spoiled about this, but then forgot about it. That's basically what happened with me with the whole with the T-Rex versus Gigantosaurus. I saw a spoiler, but then forgot about it because I didn't thought about it too much, which I guess is a good thing. But which is mainly a good thing because I mean the thumbnail just shows the Gigantosaurus is like just dead on the floor. Now, yeah, it would have told me that okay, so that the Gigantosaurus pretty much was gonna die in here because. Since it's not a hybrid, I was curious, like, I was just 50-50 with, okay, since it's not a hybrid, are they just going to let it off, let it free, just basically let it live, or are they just going to kill it off, just like how they killed off every big bag dino? Just, I don't know, because like I said, I figured they would, like I said, I figured that they wouldn't kill it off because it's not a hybrid, but then again, they could kill it off either way because it's a big bad dino, but still, yeah. Anyways, back to my point. So I didn't know how to expect this to end. I basically didn't know how this was going to end, but the ending kind of felt satisfying, but it mainly surprised me because pretty much, like I said, they're not going to do jack crap about the dinosaurs beyond the mainland. They're not even going to try to put them on a different island like Isla Sorna. They're just going to, basically, they're pretty much going to have to coexist with them. And just... Still, like, I mean, and there's this one scene in the ending where the Mosasaurus is underwater, and now that I think about it, since the season 3 confirmed one scene from Fallen Kingdom, that basically that opening sequence was taking place in 2015, not in 2018, the Mosasaurus has been swimming around the ocean for 3 years and has not been spotted until only recently, which would be for the events taking place in 2018. But still, though, the Mosasaurus is just coming across with whales, and I figured, oh snap, that thing's gonna eat them. But then it's just like, howdy, how's it going? Just basically, you know how those animals are just like doing this, just with other animals. That's what it was doing, and that's like, and this is just a dumb thought I have. And it's just a dumb thought I have because me seeing that, I've been having this thought in my head, and that is. Okay, so basically, animals are chill with dinosaurs, sort of. Even though the raptor was about to eat a wolf, but still, and it makes me just seeing that. It makes me think that, oh my god, could these animals be somehow related to the dinosaurs? Because technically, the birds here that are alive, they're descendants. They are descendants of pteranodons, basically descendants of dinosaurs. Now, it's a movie. I know it's just a movie, and I don't know how dino DNA works, which I guess would explain why we have not been able to accomplish creating real life dinosaurs unless we have, and someone's been doing it in secret, and that there's a secret island somewhere we just have not found. Which actually, can we find? Like Isla Sorna on like the Dino Tracker. That's probably gonna be my goal. I'm just gonna try to find Isla Sorna because technically it is on planet Earth, and I don't even know if I'm gonna find Isla Sorna. I know Isla Nublar because that island it still kind of exists, but most of the dinosaurs are most likely sadly dead. Which I'm surprised that island is actually still there. There's just no life on there, sadly. But still, it's just a dumb thought I have, but imagine if our animals here that are alive, they are descendants to dinosaurs. Now, you could feel free to let me know, like, no, that you're wrong, I'm biased, because honestly, I could be wrong, and I most likely am, except for the whole bird thing, because I think that's true. that birds are descendants of pteranodons. That's something I heard from. It's something I heard from, but I could be wrong on there. But still, I believe that was true. But still, it's just a dumb thought I have to think that all animals here could be descendants to dinosaurs. But anyway, so any other spoilers I should probably talk about. But like I said, the ending surprised me, and it felt a bit satisfying, but it mainly surprised me. And yeah, I'm kind of speechless. But any other spoilers I should probably. Do I have any other thoughts? I mean, I keep thinking about my head about like the characters, like basically where Owen and Claire are trying to get their Dar back, which would be the clone girl, Maisie, and then there's this. Actually, okay, there's one thing I am glad that is actually one of my favorite parts and one of the best parts of this movie, and that is Alan Grant, but also Ellie Settler end up becoming a thing. Yeah, that's right. And best part, there's a kiss scene between them, because I'm gonna say this right off the bat. I have been shipping them since Jurassic Park. Now we've been 50-50 on if they're like a thing or not in the first movie. I mean, we did saw her with a husband in Jurassic Park 3, but like and she's divorced in this one, but like oh man, I was enjoying seeing them two together. But along with Jeff Goldblum with the original, I was enjoying the original trio because like I said, the original trio is one of the best parts for Jurassic World Dominion, but like I was enjoying seeing Alan Grant and Ellie Settler together because I'm like thinking they're gonna be together by the end of this movie. I'm calling it. Like just the way they kissed, it was just it was a bit unnecessary for me to just be like, yeah, let's go. Now I didn't literally scream "let's go" in the theater or like go full soups mode in the theater. What I could have done was, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I could have done it. But it was a bit unnecessary for me to act like that because I bet some people that saw me, if they saw me, probably thought that was weird. Like, okay, that kid's a weirdo. But still, I was just too happy. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Just still, I was just so happy just to do that. And also, one of the characters, which would be okay, hold up, I forgot his name. Let me look up the cast. So. Okay, there was a scene. So I didn't know if I could trust him or not, but like when just hold up, I'm trying to find I'm trying to look Jurassic World 3 cast, please. No, come on. Okay. So the character Razmi Cole. I thought I couldn't trust him as I'm like, is he eavesdropping on Ian Malcolm, telling Ellie Settler about basically all the corrupted stuff that's happening at Biosyn. But no, because as soon as he said, "Do you have the DNA sample?" I'm like, I swear to God, he could be sending them for a trap. But no, he's actually a good guy, which I'm honestly glad because I have this thing where it's just a normal thing with me, and sometimes it annoys me where there's characters I end up liking, but then they end up revealing themselves as the bad guy, which. That's the whole point of plot twists, I guess, still, though, I'm glad he was not bad, and glad he was not Ian either. I had a feeling that he was possibly going to get Ian, but glad he made it out through the movie. Like I said, I could talk about with Owen and Claire trying to get back their Dar and anything else in the movie, but basically I just wanted to talk about just what was, I guess, important that I wanted to talk about. I could talk about that, but I guess I just won't talk about it. But for Blue, yeah, like I said, I was a bit annoyed we didn't get enough Blue scenes, but I was not kidding about Beta being adorable, but also terrifying in this movie because just not only she's quite a speedster, but just yeah, I don't know. But with that note, I guess that's all I should mention. I mean, there's probably something I'm forgetting to mention. Then again, I'm not too sure. But actually, one more thing. The two new characters that were introduced in Fallen Kingdom, they do return in this movie. But also one of the characters from Jurassic World, which would be one of the Dino trainers, he does return in this movie. So yeah, this is a bonus, I guess. Well, I guess that's pretty much everything I need to mention for my spoiler review for Jurassic World Dominion. But Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you like? What did you dislike about Jurassic World Dominion? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next, in I guess my ranking video for all Jurassic Park and World movies, but along with another Camp Cretaceous update because I'm surprised I just realized that. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.